You're listening to Allman in the Morning. Common Sense Radio.
Good morning, you bunch of drunks.
Yeah, I want to see the evidence, and I'm not trying to impugn the reporting of Rossa K there, but I've heard, it's the second time I've heard the whole thing that the inaugural committee's having trouble finding people to perform. That cries BS to me. I mean, there might be people they want to perform who won't, like in this case, Elton John. But I don't think they're going to have trouble finding people to perform. I mean, on a number of different levels. They're still acting like Donald Trump isn't popular. They're still pretending in their fantasy world, in their little world, that Donald Trump is not popular or attractive to people in terms of wanting to be part of the operation. Pretty funny to watch. Wishful thinking. Jimmy Hoft, the Gateway Pundit. Yeah. It's funny how Donald Trump can win an election and yet people simply just are mystified by it on the one hand, lie about the reasons on the other hand, and simply still won't accept it. They're just, it's really annoying. How you doing, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah, you're right. This is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way they're attacking Trump now, he's not even president yet.
I mean,
only going to get worse.
Yeah, it's like, will you people shut up? I mean, I'm serious. At this point, it's kind of like really getting annoying. Every time you go on the air, you see somebody whining about the election or whining about this and whining about that, whining about his picks. And it's like, wow. I mean, they just won't accept it. We have this.
Yeah, it's sickening.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of, it's almost become pathological. I mean, on the, whether it be on Twitter or beyond. What's this thing with John McCain? What's he doing on Face the Nation?
Well, whenever, the Democrats or the liberal media needs, a Republican to stab a fellow Republican in the back, they know to go to John McCain. That hasn't changed over the years. And so yesterday, McCain was on the Sunday talk shows, and he was saying that he's, the facts are the facts, and he's making it sound like all of these rogue reports of Russia helping Trump are factual, and him and Lindsey Graham want to do some investigations in the Senate. So,
well, why? By the way, why? Here's McCain.
I don't know what to make of it because it's clear the Russians interfered. Now, whether they intended to interfere to the degree that they were trying to elect a certain candidate, I think that's a subject of investigation. But the facts are stubborn things.
Well, what are the facts? Because right now we have a New York Times article based on anonymous sources, and to me, if it's true what the New York Times is reporting, wouldn't that compel somebody in the government to make an official statement about it, right?
Right. And actually, this report that broke about the CIA helping Trump, that was on the Washington Post, but the New York Times did an investigation with the FBI, and the FBI said that there was no evidence that Russia was trying to help Trump. So we have differing reports here, but that one was before the election. So now that the election's over and Trump wins, now there's reports that yes, Russia was trying to help Trump win. So
well, but see, here's the thing though. There's to me, if this were true, that government agencies know for a fact that the Russians hacked the DNC and the RNC, but didn't report on the RNC or didn't leak it, wouldn't you think that would be information that even Barack Obama would come out in front of a microphone and announce findings? I mean, these are apparently this is all official. Why wouldn't they come out and say something about it?
Right. I don't think they have the facts, but
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, why leave it to the New York Times to report on anonymous sources on a matter of national import, such as this.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I do think we're going to see a lot more of these anonymous source reports in the Washington Post and New York Times coming, in the days ahead with Trump as president.
right,
So,
and we're going to do what we do every day, and that is not believe them until they come up with true facts. Love this one. You can't change this. Donald Trump enters the Army-Navy game. Here you go.
Download the CBS Sports app today. The reaction you're hearing is the scoreboard shot. We showed it to you live. President-elect Donald Trump entering the stadium.
So, big round of applause from our military folks.
Is that awesome?
Yeah.
And he did another interview during the game with the game calling hosts or anchors there, and the crowd was chanting up at him because they saw him up there doing the interview, and they were chanting, "Make America Great Again."
Yeah.
So, just awesome.
Yeah, I know, totally. Thanks for the video, too. It's up on the gatewaypundit.com. You can check that out. Follow Jimmy on Twitter, @GatewayPundit. Thank you as always, buddy.
Thanks, Jamie.
All right, that's Jim Hoft.